We were there last week, right, as part of the Heritage Caravan crew. So when I heard the news, I automatically thought of that could have been me.
Yeah.
You know, if I was fortunate enough that we traveled with the STC buses and our drivers were, properly trained drivers. But not everyone in this country can afford to be in an STC bus or have highly trained drivers. And should people have to die because of poverty, right? Because you can just afford a certain type of car with a certain kind of driver who may not even have any business being on the road.
Yeah.
And it made me realize how vulnerable we all are as a people, and how sad it is that we find ourselves in an environment that does not prioritize human life. And we talk about this every single day, every single month. We talk about people dying. Globally, people are talking about coronavirus. It's a virus that we've not found a permanent cure to. So it makes sense for that to be a state of emergency. But road accidents in 2020 is something that is within our control. And we cannot continue to make this normal. It is very abnormal that Ghanaians just traveling from one place to the other may not make it home alive because, one, the roads they are on is not even fit for use. Two, the type of people driving them on these roads have no business being drivers. Three, the type of cars they are in. I mean, look at this. It could have happened to any one of us. I could have decided that I'm going to that area. I just came from Kintampo from the Heritage Caravan.
Yeah.
Imagine if my car broke down and I ended up in this car. No one would even know who I am. I would be one of the bodies that have been burnt beyond recognition. And we need to get our society to a point where we put ourselves in the shoes of the people in these cars. These people, their family members are probably still looking for them and they can't find them. It can't be normal. We can't continue to normalize abnormal things. Why do we have drivers who are not qualified on our roads? Why do we have cars that have no business being on our roads still on our roads? And these are things that we should be able to control. The policemen on our roads, they are not just there to take 5 cedis and 10 cedis. They should be there to check. Do you have a valid driver's license? Are you driving under the influence? Is the car you are in secured enough to take Ghanaian citizens where they need to be safely? If we are all not doing these things, then we've all failed. It's not just the drivers, because if we had set in place some sort of accountability measures, maybe we would have avoided these accidents. 393 people killed in 2 months. How are we developing? And we spent all of last year creating awareness with our war against indiscipline. Do you know how sad it is that we know better, we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and people are just dying? The most important resource we have in this country is our human capital. We can lose everything else, but if we have able men and women in this country, we can get back on our feet. But if they are dying on our roads, then where are we going?